not. There is no reason to lose those matches. So imagine you would have won all of those matches, maybe not all of them, but the majority of the ones you lost.
Serena Williams just gave tennis fans exactly what they came for, even in defeat. Her comeback to singles competition after 4 years away drew massive attention the moment her name appeared on the Wimbledon schedule, and the excitement only grew once she stepped onto center court. But the fairy tale didn't end the way millions were hoping. The 23-time Grand Slam champion fell in 3-10 back-and-forth sets to a much younger opponent. And now, one of the sport's most respected voices is breaking down exactly what went wrong and why Serena herself might be replaying certain moments in her head. Coach Brad Gilbert, who has worked closely with stars like Coco Gauff and Andy Roddick during his long career in tennis, sat down for a candid conversation on a recent podcast appearance to unpack the match. He didn't hold back on his observations, and some of what he noticed genuinely caught him off guard. Gilbert started by pointing out the context surrounding Serena's opponent. Her opponent had entered the tournament with a rough record on the season, having lost far more matches than she'd won. Given that shaky form, many expected Serena to come out swinging, especially since reports from her practice sessions suggested she'd been playing an aggressive first-strike style behind the scenes. That's not what happened. Instead, Gilbert admitted he was taken aback by how cautiously Serena approached the opening stages of the match. He speculated that perhaps her team had a different strategy in mind, one focused on letting her younger opponent deal with the pressure and nerves of playing on the biggest stage in tennis for the first time, rather than Serena imposing herself immediately. Whatever the reasoning, it didn't pay off early. Serena missed several breakpoint opportunities in those first few games, including a couple of return chances on second serves that could have shifted the momentum in her favor from the start. Instead, those missed chances seemed to settle her opponent down, and the young challenger went on to claim the opening set with growing confidence. The match didn't get any less complicated in the sets that followed. Gilbert noted that there were stretches in the second set where Serena's opponent had real chances to seize control and potentially close things out without needing a decider. She found herself up a break not once, but twice during that middle portion of the match, putting herself in position to finish the job in straight sets. But it didn't happen, and the match stretched onward into a final, deciding set. That's where things got especially interesting, according to Gilbert. Serena actually found herself with a break advantage in the third set, putting her in the driver's seat with a real chance to close out the biggest comeback moment in recent tennis memory. But rather than capitalizing on that opportunity, Gilbert explained that Serena let her opponent creep back into contention. He pointed to a couple of costly double faults and a service game that got away from her right when she had a 2-games-to-love lead in that final set. That stretch, Gilbert believes, was when her opponent played her absolute best tennis of the entire match, seizing on the chances Serena handed back to her. Gilbert didn't shy away from saying that this must sting for Serena when she looks back on it. In his eyes, her opponent had actually looked like a player who had mentally accepted defeat at one stage, only for that difficult service game to hand her new life and a fresh chance to fight. It's the kind of moment that separates a dominant straight-set statement from a hard-fought, ultimately unsuccessful battle, and Gilbert made it clear he believes Serena will be frustrated with herself for allowing that window to reopen. Beyond the tactical breakdown, there's been plenty of noise surrounding what happened after the match as well. Serena faced some criticism in the immediate aftermath for skipping her scheduled media commitments following the loss. It later came to light that there was a legitimate reason behind that decision. Reports indicate she was dealing with a knee injury sustained during the match itself, serious enough that crutches were reportedly brought into the locker room for her to use. She ultimately walked out of the venue without needing them, but the injury has cast some uncertainty over her immediate tennis future, particularly with a doubles match alongside her sister Venus looming just a couple of days later. Serena addressed the moment herself directly with her fans, taking to social media to share her feelings about the entire experience. She expressed how meaningful it felt to be back competing on the grass courts at the All England Club, and how thankful she was for the opportunity to play, crediting the wild card that got her into the draw. She spoke about how much it meant to have her daughters in the stands watching her compete, calling it a powerful reminder that it's never too late to pursue something you're passionate about. She also confirmed the knee issue, noting that she felt it tighten up late in the opening set, and said she'd be doing whatever she could behind the scenes to get herself ready for that doubles match with Venus. She closed her message with genuine praise for her opponent, congratulating her on securing the win, and thanked the massive crowd and everyone who came out to support her, saying that feeling of connection with the fans is something that never gets old for her. So, where does this leave Serena's comeback story moving forward? For now, all eyes are on whether her knee holds up well enough for her to step back onto the court for doubles action. But even beyond the immediate injury concern, this match has sparked a much bigger conversation among fans and analysts alike about what this run means for her going forward, whether we'll see more singles appearances from her, and just how much tennis this living legend still has left to give. One thing is clear, though. Whether she wins or loses, whenever Serena Williams takes the court, the entire sport stops to watch.